In Pierre Par, Louisiana, King of the Swamp Troy Landry is on his way to meet a swamp elder who has a mystery to share.
My old buddy, Mr. Sterling, years ago when he was a little boy, his daddy told him they were dredging the bayous around here, and they found a treasure chest. And I've always heard this story from Mr. Sterling.
Remote, inhospitable, and notoriously difficult to navigate, the South Louisiana swamps have been used for centuries to hide treasures, from pirate plunder to Confederate gold. Much of that legendary treasure remains to be found.
What you say, old buddy?
Hey, Troy.
Comment ça va?
That's good, buddy. How you been?
Ça va bien?
Oh, well.
It's very hot. How's the crab you been catching?
Getting pretty good.
I've been knowing Mr. Sterling all my life, and I love the man to death. I respect him very much. So if he thought of me enough to call me and ask me to go help him, there's no way I can turn him down.
I told you about my daddy's treasure.
I'd like to hear it again.
Well, my dad was a dredge boat operator, and one day, all of a sudden, there was solid brick coming out of the cutter head, red brick. So my daddy raised the cutter head up, and there was a huge treasure chest, and when he dogged it, it slid off.
It fell off.
Fell off.
Wow.
So,
And your daddy saw it real well.
oh, it had 3 locks on it.
3 locks.
3 locks.
And you know what they must have been hiding in there to have 3 locks on it?
I'd like to find out what it was.
Hey, it might not be too late.
Both Mr. Sterling and his father regretted for years that they never searched for the chest. Now in his 80s, Mr. Sterling has decided that the time finally feels right to ask Troy for some help.
I know you said it was at the Kool-Aid pie, and your daddy told you that was a giant cypress tree, okay? So that'll give us a place to start.
Right. That's good, Troy.
But you know as well as I do, this is changing all the time. There was 8 foot of water when your daddy was dredging there, but it
Right.
might have 6 foot of dirt there now.
Yeah, it might be some trees growing there now.
That's right. Since Mr. Sterling's daddy found this chest, it was 75 years ago. So a lot has changed in 75 years in this area, in these swamps around here.
I'd like to go over there and see how close we could get to that area. You got time to mess with me a little while?
Yeah, I want to go ride. Of course I want to go ride.
Okay, my friend, we're gonna go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Allons.
Allons.
Allons. Let's go.
To see if they can pinpoint the supposed location where Mr. Sterling's father spotted the chest, Troy heads to a local treasure hunter to enlist his help.
My old partner, he's a real treasure hunter. 24/7 looking for treasure. Thibodeau!
Hey,
Hey! Where the hell you been, dude?
Troy.
Comment ça va?
Oh, très bien.
C'est bon? Everything good?
Oh, yeah.
I love to hunt and fish. His passion is looking for old stuff. That's his passion. That's what he lives for. That's your old map, huh?
That's
Bring
an
it over
old
here.
map. That's
Bring it here.
1860s.
Bring it over here. 1860?
1860s.
Mr. Sterling's daddy was working on a dredge boat, okay? And they were dredging shells. And instead of shells, they started hitting bricks. When they went to pick up the cutter head, at the end of the boom, there was a treasure chest. And Mr. Sterling's daddy told him there was 3 locks on it.
With 3 padlocks, it probably wasn't just clothes. In this area, pirates were running things, you know, treasure, gold, all through these sloughs, these channels. And the Confederates, they were also running gold, other things, and storing them for troops.
We plan on going back there tomorrow morning. But this was years ago. What was water is now bank. What was bank is now water. You know that as well as I do.
Right.
But with the equipment you got and what you know about treasure hunting, I would like for you to come and help us.
Definitely. I'd love to.
Okay.
A mere 1/8 of a mile away from the brick ruins,
Look at the top of that thing.
Oh, that is a big one, huh?
Troy, is that the tree?
This is it, buddy. I promise you, there's no other one like this around.
Oh, man, that's quite a sight, I can tell you that. I don't think I've seen one that big.
Unbelievable.
Come here, look at that thing.
That's exactly what my daddy described to me.
This is the tree your daddy was talking about. This was all water at one time.
Right? You can tell by the knees. They had 8 foot of water right here. At one time. We gotta go northeast of here, and that's where my daddy told me it was.
Okay, let's go. We're right on track.
Yeah, Pop, we found it, Pop.
As they retrace the steps of Mr. Sterling's father from the cypress tree,
Look, y'all, look, come see over here.
Troy makes a discovery.
Oh, look at that.
What was this? Look, the tree growing out the bricks.
Check that out.
Look at that big hill we saw over there. Looked like a ramp. And look, there's a hill on that side.
And there's a pile of bricks on this side, too.
This looked like it was actually a bridge or something. We come across like a big mound of bricks in the middle of the swamp. And now that we found the cypress tree, I really think the bricks that they were hitting with the cutter head was from this bridge.
This is unbelievable to me, to see that we found this. This brings me back to my dad, you know that? This make my heart good. My daddy could have been dredging right in this area, you know?
Now that we found the cypress tree and then we found that old bridge, we know we're in the right spot. So if I can break up them bricks, make it a lot easier. Holy, look at what I found.
What is that, Troy?
What is that?
What is it?
Are you kidding me?
What do you think that is, Troy?
That's an old gun.
Yeah.
That's the old, look, the hammer.
Yeah. I ain't seen nothing like that before.
Look at that thing, dude.
Wow. This is a shotgun.
Oh, you think it was an old shotgun?
Yeah, it looked like a 16 gauge.
How old you think that is, Mr. Sterling?
It's 100 or so years old, at least.
At least 100 years old. It's a good find.
That is
That
good.
tells you there was a lot of history. We're in the right area. How old it is, we don't know. It's at least 100 years old, maybe more. We have no idea how old it is. It's just pieces of a gun. It's not the whole gun. At first, I thought it was some kind of musket, but when we started looking at it, you could see it was an old shotgun. So I don't know if it's one of the early shotguns that they used to put like nails and all in it and pack it with powder.
Soak it in some vinegar and get all that rust off.
Vinegar, get it off?
Yes, sir. Good 2 weeks in vinegar and it'll.
No joke.
No joke. It works.
Mr. Sterling.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Thibodeau. Thibodeau.
Hey.
Hey, y'all come over here. Let's have a little powwow. I feel like we almost fighting a losing battle here.
One thing I'm glad is to say that I fulfilled my daddy's dream.
That's the only reason I came back today was to try, because I wanted for you, I wanted to find it so bad. But it's still here. Nobody never found that treasure. And now we got a starting point. So if we decide to come back next year or in the wintertime, we already got a big head
We
start.
got to start.
That's right.
I just wish we would have came a few years back, not wait so long to come look.
I'd have probably did it sooner, but that's a hard story to tell to people. A lot of people didn't believe me, so.
Right. But Mr. Sterling, some people might think your story was far-fetched, but we found everything your daddy told you. We found everything, every piece of it, except the chest.
Except the chest, and that make me feel so good.
And it's here, if everything else is here, he didn't make that up.
No, he didn't.
Mr. Sterling is just as happy as if we'd have found the treasure. He waited 17 years to come and do this. You all right? You're not too tired?
I can go dance now.
Well, I was going to ask you if you could carry me out, but